Hello, hello, folks. Welcome to the Deep Fried Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Fry, and thanks for listening. Well, did you guys hear this?
Shot clock winding down. Murray puts up a three. Bang! Jamal Murray from downtown. It's an 18-point lead.
Oh my goodness. The Denver Nuggets whooped the Clippers in Game 7. It wasn't even close. Well, at the end it wasn't close. They were down in the first half, but like every other game this season that the Nuggets won, they came back in the second half. The Clippers have once again choked the historically bad NBA franchise known as the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't know, maybe they have some bad juju or something. At one point, Kawhi Leonard was 1 for 11. He and Paul George completely shrank in this game, and they shrank in games 5, 6, and 7. The Clippers were up 3-1 in this series and blew it. Is this the fourth time Doc Rivers has had a team up 3-1 in the playoffs and lost? My goodness, what a serious choke job. In other NBA news, the Miami Heat have gone up 2-0 against the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Championship. Reports have come back that in the locker room after the game, the Boston Celtics got into a fight or an altercation or some sort of argument. Reports came in that loud noises were coming from the locker room, in which they could hear banging sounding like furniture being thrown against the wall and lots of yelling, as well as Marcus Smart leaving the locker room and yelling back at it on his way to the restroom and being followed by a security guard. What is going on for the Boston Celtics right now? They seemed like the favorite to get to the championship, especially after the Milwaukee Bucks were eliminated, but the Heat are dogs. They just come out and play hard. Hard defense, great offense. You know, they're actually the second-ranked shooting team in three-pointers in the league this year. You couple that with their dog mentality on defense, and Jimmy Butler just stealing the ball, rebounding, passing, doing everything he can to get his team a win and not even caring about getting buckets. This team is selfless, and they play together with rhythm. Their chemistry is incredible. I don't know if they can be beat. They're 10-1 this year in the playoff bubble. Did anybody see this coming? I certainly didn't. I knew that they'd be good, and I figured they'd get to the second round, but the Eastern Conference Finals, and probably the NBA Finals, we have the Lakers versus the Nuggets next in Game 1. That's going to be incredible. Will the Nuggets have enough strength left to compete with the best team in the West? They had to come back from 3-1 down against the Clippers. I don't think they can do that against the Lakers, especially with LeBron and AD. The NBA playoffs have been extremely exciting. Very good games, even with no fans. The Cleveland Browns played the Cincinnati Bengals, and man, it was a great game. The Browns won 35-30. I really enjoyed it, and the new Browns running back tandem of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt is incredible. This might be the best tandem of running backs in the league. Kareem Hunt is extremely talented and can catch balls out of the backfield. He had 86 yards and a touchdown last night. Nick Chubb was running all over the field, and Baker Mayfield actually looked like he could play quarterback for once. Maybe he was threatened by number 1 overall pick Joe Burrow on the other side throwing dimes. He looked good. He's 0-2 this year. Might be the only 2 games he's ever lost in a row in his career, including high school. But hey, you know what? I think the Bengals see some light at the end of the tunnel. If they can get that defense shored up with their new offense, they might be pretty good. Mixon runs the ball well. They still have A.J. Green. Looks like they'll be good in the future. Not quite yet. Man, I was holding on to hope that the Bengals would beat the Browns. You know how I love to watch them lose. I just have one complaint. I went to go watch Thursday Night Football last night. I couldn't find it anywhere on TV. Fox, CBS, NBC, ABC, Nowhere. It wasn't on ESPN. It wasn't anywhere. So I checked Hulu Live Sports. Oh, need a subscription for that. Don't have that. So I checked Yahoo Sports. There it was. So I started watching the game on my phone. I realized that I could not watch the game while using Wi-Fi. It said no Wi-Fi due to NFL restrictions or something like that. Ridiculous. So you couldn't stream the game on your Roku or your Amazon Fire Stick or your Google Chromecast or anything like that. You had to watch it on your little phone in the palm of your hand. So I have this little device called a Screen Beam, which you can beam your cell phone from your phone to your TV using a cellular network. It's a great little device. The NFL and Yahoo Sports realized that that's what I was doing, and they cut me off. It says games are not allowed to be screen mirrored. So in order to watch the NFL's Thursday Night Football game, the only way to watch it was with cellular data on your phone. We couldn't watch it on a TV. We couldn't watch it on a tablet. We couldn't watch it on a computer. It had to be cellular data on your phone. This is BS, and I can't believe they did that. In this day and age right now where viewership is down, people are boycotting the leagues, why in the world would you make it harder to watch a game? That just seems flat out stupid to me. Well, folks, last week I was 3-1 in my picks, and I would have been 4-0 if the darn Lions running back would have caught the touchdown in the end zone with 6 seconds left in the game. This week my picks are Minnesota to cover. They are 3-point dogs. I believe they could either win or at least lose by less than 3. I also have the Giants to cover. They're 5.5-point dogs. Jacksonville is 8-point dogs against Tennessee. After what they did to the Colts last Sunday, I think they can cover that as well. And my last pick is the Patriots, 4-point dogs against Seattle. All of my teams I'm picking this weekend are underdogs. Let's go, Patriots, Jacksonville Jaguars, New York Giants, and Minnesota Vikings to cover. Thank you very much for listening, folks. Music has been provided by Ben Sounds. Oh, Ben, I love your sounds. Thank you. Goodbye.